This video is a breakdown and demonstration of a Qigong routine called polishing the jade vessel. The routine is a form of massage and stretching focused mostly on what is termed in Chinese Qigong methods of what's called a dry wash, which is using the hands and the warmth of the hands to rub and massage areas of the body to promote circulation, bringing the energy of the body, called Qi, to the surface to invigorate the skin, get our blood vessels opened up and moving, and allow the circulatory system of the body to activate, warm up, and produce an effect of better overall health. Now, dry wash, as it's termed, can be done a variety of ways, as well as various types of self-massage, being different, of course, than the using a Qigong method of other massage, which is a totally other branch of the Qigong practice. You can find many very good books on this from Dr. Young, who teaches and has a lot of material available on this subject. You can find a lot of it online. I will hopefully produce videos on this subject in the future. So the polishing the jade vessel Qigong set is done seated. So the purpose is when you wake up in the morning to start right away doing this practice to warm the body up, get the qi flowing, loosen up the sinews, tendons, muscles, and the body from the prone position that one is sleeping in, and many times can cause a lot of issues with sore muscles or joints, or an overall stagnant feeling that comes from not moving very much from the same position. I would also mention that before you go to sleep at night, I would suggest doing a bit of a stretching routine to limber the body up before you, of course, lay down and stay in that position, hopefully for 7 to 8 hours of appropriate sleep. Some don't need as much, some need more, but as they have shown in health studies, a good 8 hours is recommended. So you can begin your day with this routine and literally just sit up in bed and begin doing it. You don't have to get onto the floor like I am. And if you have a partner next to you in bed, you might want to wait till they are up as well, or go full steam and annoy them anyways. So the routine begins with putting the hands together and doing a few deep breaths into the what's called a lower dantian, or belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, and allowing the breath to come in through the nose and expanding the belly as you are breathing. This begins to help press down on the lower intestines and also remove gas from the body. You, of course, can figure what follows from that. If gas is produced during the massage and the stretching, this isn't a negative thing, much to the opposite. It's a very positive response of purging the body of the toxic fumes. I don't mean that in just a humorous way. I mean that literally the fumes need to be expelled from the body, so it is actually very healthy to get rid of them. So we bring the palms together. You can actually slap them together and begin warming them. Once you start getting the palms warmed up, you can then move the hands, wrists, and fingers being bent, of course, the appropriate cracking to get them loosened up so that the chi of the body and our yi, our intent of our mind, goes to the hands, specifically the palms, and bring the energy of the body into them, which of course you feel when you are doing exercises specific to raising heat in the body, and they come out the palms and the fingertips and such. This is very healthy. So the palms become warm. The first wash we're going to do on the body is for the eyes. So you're going to bring the palms of the hands comfortably onto the eyes. This isn't a harsh or violent motion in any shape or form. Obviously, the eyes are sensitive. You don't want to damage them. And you're basically going to rotate the palms clockwise and counterclockwise on the eyes. The fingertips are just resting on the forehead, and you massage in this area. Then you're going to bring the palms down to the ears and actually use the fingers to cup the ears. This, of course, will give you a muffled sound, akin to when you put like a seashell to your ear. And this is when you know you've done it correctly. And then you're going to, of course, vigorously rub the ears counterclockwise and clockwise. The number of times you do it is how many times you're comfortable with. I would suggest 10 to 20 rotations in each direction. You can mix up how many times you do it each way and switch back and forth. It is to warm up and loosen this area. And while you're doing this, the thumb is reaching behind the ear and pushing in on the back of the ear and moving up and down to massage the connecting area. So you want to make sure the entirety of the ear is being massaged and warmed up. And of course, while you're doing this, it's going to make a swishing noise with the ear being cupped and moving the hand around. Then when you do this enough times, you're actually going to move the fingers into just the outer surface of the ear. You're not sticking it into the ear canal. You're just sticking it in just the inner area of the ear where it can comfortably rest in there. And you're going to use 1 or 2 fingers, and you're going to push in and massage this area while you grab the back of the ear with the fingertips and massage all around this this somewhat inner, but actually outer area of the ear just on the entrance. And you want to do this the same amount of times, okay? And then you're going to move from this posture. The thumbs are going to go down to the base of the skull. This back of the skull is many times called the condyle area of the skull, and the fingers and the hands are just resting on the back of the occipital area of the skull, the back of it. And you're going to just use the thumbs to massage in a circle this base of your skull. This, of course, for most people feels very enjoyable and relaxing because we can carry a lot of pressure in this area. Hence the reason we want to massage and loosen it up for the day after sleeping for a while, and we can have a lot of kinks in our neck. Now, we're going to bring our hands from the back of the head, and you're going to press the fingertips down in the center of the skull where they are kind of interlaced with each other on the back of the head, while you're using the thumbs to massage the base of the skull, or what is sometimes called the Jade pillow. And you're going to press the fingers down as you bring them up and over and down the front of the skull, while the thumb is leading along the side of the skull while you do this. So you massage the base, then you bring it over as it's pressing down on the skull. Of course, this can feel very good for most people, getting a skull massage, but there's a lot more involved than just a massage itself. And you bring the fingers down the front of the skull and the beginning of the forehead to the tops of the eyebrows, and you press in, and then you bring the fingers along the bridge of the nose as you press into the nose, and then you bring it out and press right here on the cheeks. And this is the top of the upper jaw. And you bring this down and then over the ears, along the arteries of the neck, and down the front. And again, you bring the hands back, bring it over the top, press over the eyebrow ridge, and then down the nose, then press out to the cheeks, over and down the neck, into the collarbone, and we're going to press right into here. And you do this about 10 times. Okay? And that is the beginning of the motions which works the area of the skull and the neck. The next area we're going to work on is the arms. So again, we're going to warm our palms up, and then you're going to take whichever hand you want first. You're going to come down the hand and then back up to the armpit, and you're kind of going to press in a little bit when you get up to the armpit, and then back down. I'm cupping the hand and back up to the top, and you're going to actually do this very vigorously and just breathe very normal. And you can get along the sides and on the top, and basically it's to bring the chi down the arm and invigorate the arm. And then you go to the other arm and do the same thing. The whole time you are diaphragmatically breathing and allowing the belly to relax and expand out with each inhale and pull in with each exhale. If you can, focus and do the same thing at the same time. Now, we're going to take the fist and you're going to go into the armpit where your lymph node is, and you're actually going to use the upper part of the hand with the knuckles, and you're going to massage clockwise and counterclockwise the lymph node of the armpit. And then you're going to go to the other arm. And you can rest your hand here as you're doing this. Next motion, you're going to go back to the other side, and you're going to come down the outer side of the body, come in a little bit, and up right along the edge of the center line. And you're going to come back down and back up. And yes, you are pressing rather hard to do this. You wish to massage and invigorate the front of the body and get the skin warmed up, get the muscles moving, massaging the organs. The hand rests on the knee, cupping it. Now, for women, if you have larger breasts, or if you have larger girth around the belly area, just do this as easy as you can, working around the breast as you come down. Now, it can be actually beneficial to massage and even press in on the breast if you can do it, but of course, you want to watch how it's done so that you don't do it too fast, too hard, and it's painful for you. That's not the point of the routine. You don't want to make it painful for yourself. So just do it in a nice massaging manner to get the heat and warmth working. And then, of course, to the other side. Now, as I'm doing this, my feet are just in a crossed position. You sit with whatever's comfortable with you. If you can't get in this position, have your legs maybe extended out a little in front of you and cross them at the ankles. It is more beneficial to be in this type of semi-lotus position, as it's called, than to just have your feet sticking out or being in a chair. But again, you do what is easiest for you and then just increase how it's done so you get more of the beneficial effects. Now, once we massage the outer sides of the body, we're going to now work down the middle into 3 areas: the chest around the heart area, the solar plexus, and then down to the diaphragm, and then actually into the abdominal region. You're going to put your left hand on top and then your right hand over top of it, crossing them at the palms, and you're going to massage the heart area, as it's called, of the chest, and then switch the directions. Again, you can do these as many times as you want to get your body warmed up, and then move a little bit down to the diaphragm area. Now, of course, this is all in regards to the shape of your body. If you're rounder, then do it which is easier for you, and learn how to work with your body. Then we're going to go down actually to the very soft tissue area of the abdominal region, and you need to kind of press in a little bit on this, again, of course, in conjunction with your body type, and then massage this area, which is the lower dantian, and then switch directions. And then what we're going to do is, pressing in again a little harder, you're going to come up the body and press down. So you kind of move up and then press down. As you come up, you want to inhale and then exhale as you come down. Now, the next motion, of course, as we're moving down, is going to be massaging the nodes in the crevice of the leg. So you put whichever leg out first, and you again use your fist just like you used in the armpit, and you're going to use these knuckles this time, and you're going to massage this area and get the joint loosened up. And then you're going to bring the hands down and you're going to make a kind of kneading, rolling motion on the knee. And then you're going to take your fingertips and you're going to reach up under the knee to the back of it where there's a specific helpful pressure point, and you're going to press your thumbs down on the front of the knee, not really hard, and you're going to use the fingers to massage this back part of the knee. And I'm not just staying in one area, I'm literally moving around the whole back of the knee to loosen this up. And of course, your thumbs can be massaging the knee area. And then you're going to reach down, if you possibly can. This is a part of the routine to where if your body's able to do this, you do it, or you work towards it, or you do this to the best you possibly can. You're going to reach down to your ankle and you're going to bring the fingers up to the bottom of the foot. The thumbs are going to rest on the top of the foot and you're going to massage the bottoms of the foot. The bottom of the foot. And then you're going to use your thumbs to press down on your toes and bring the fingers to pull them back while you're pulling back on your leg. This is going to stretch out all the muscles up the back. And then you press down forward again leaning into it, and then pull back and press down and pull back. And then the full motion of the following exercise is you're going to use the hands and you're going to exhale and you're going to go down the leg and grab the bottom of the foot and then come back up and inhale. So it looks like this. And you're going to exhale and grab the bottom of the foot and squeeze the toes. Okay, so that was the first leg. Now you bring the foot in as close as you can to the groin, and you extend out the other leg. First thing again, you use the knuckles to massage the joint of the leg. If you don't have the availability to reach this far, use the same side to massage in here, just as good. Then of course, we move the hands down to the knee and massage and loosen up the joint of the knee with that rolling kind of massage we're getting going. And then we reach up under to the back of the knee again, and we massage the back while using the thumbs in the joint of the knee. And then we reach down to the ankle and we reach to the bottom of the foot, pull the toes forward, pull back, massage the bottom of the foot, loosen up the toes, pull back on the foot so it again loosens up the muscles in the back of the leg, the calf and such. Again, remember, do this at your own level. If you find every single one of these exercises too difficult, that's a sign you need to do them as much as you possibly can and build up your ability. But start at your own level. Don't feel like you've got to start at anybody else's level. I've been doing this stuff for years. This is the result of doing it for years. I can lean forward and it's not a big deal. For some people, they can get even further down. And then you come up, and then we're going to combine the motions again with the exhale, massaging the leg down, grabbing the base of the foot, and then inhale and coming up. You'll find that if you do this enough times, it can really build up a lot of heat in the body and give you a very good vigorous exercise. Now, the last motion is going to involve the back of the spine and the kidneys. So what we're going to do is you're going to make fists again, the thumbs resting on the top of the hand, and you're going to take the backs of the hand and you're going to reach around to the back, the lower back, where the kidneys are, and along the spine. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make a circular motion like this and massage up the spine and around the area of the kidneys, coming up and down and up and down. And this needs to be done very vigorously. And you're going to slowly inhale. And then when you get to the full breath, you're going to lean forward, exposing the kidneys even more. Now, I will turn around and then you can see what I'm doing on the back, and I'll do it 3 times. Inhale. That's how that exercise is done. So we are massaging and then pounding the kidneys like a small drum. Once that's done, now of course, depending upon your flexibility, this might be a little difficult for you, but try it the best you can. If you find you can't even reach around due to the inability to stretch that far, or it might be to your size, just forego this exercise, or simply practice kind of reaching back as far as you can and start to actually stretch out this area and begin the process of working the arms back further and further till then you can lift the fists up and actually get to that area. So that can be one of your goals in doing this exercise. Then, when you finally get done with that last polishing of the jade vessel, you bring the palms around to the front and you again do diaphragmatic belly breathing. And you focus the eyes closed, enjoying the heat that's been produced in the body and the invigoration, and simply breathe deep through the nose. And center yourself to begin the day. That is nearly all the entirety of the polishing of the jade vessel Qigong set. Again, this is a seated set, so there is no standing involved. The only elevation would be if you need a chair or a meditation cushion, something akin to this to set on, or just use a very simple pillow. Those are another perfect thing you can use for this routine. The part that I'm not mentioning and foregoing showing in this video involves the base of the body, the underside, which is an area called Ohiyin, pressure point of the body, which is the center for males between the scrotum and the anus, and for women the same area really. There is a type of massage and pressure point worked in that area that is specific for women, and one is specific for men due to the way the sexual organs are arranged, that is done to also invigorate and prepare the body. Due to some people's sensibilities as well as algorithms on YouTube, like I said, will forego showing that. And if you want further details involved in how this extra step is done for women or is done for men, send me a email or a message or ask me on Facebook or leave a message here on this video on YouTube, and I will send you a link explaining the details of the type of massage depending upon male or female. And then you can add it into the routine, and it is done right before you move into massaging and pounding the kidneys after massaging the crevices of the legs and reaching down, extending out with the breathing, and this area is loosened up, and then you add in that extra step. And massaging and invigorating this area has, in traditional Chinese medicine, a lot of reasonings why it's done, and there are an extensive amount of health reasons that keeping that area loosened up and actually worked out and stretched, that a large extent of health benefits come from that. Unfortunately, the base of the body, the perineum area, or perineum as some say, has specific health and detrimental effects if it's not stretched and massaged and exercised with various drills and stretching routines that invigorate this part of the body, which supports and holds our organs and such intact. So this can cause a large amount of problems later on, again, if you don't keep limber and this area exercised. So this is the end of the polishing the Jade vessel Qigong set that is taught in the Order of the Red Lotus system of health exercises and martial arts routines. If you have any further questions, please again leave a message or email me, redlotustemple@aol.com, and I should respond within a day with any details you further need. If any more questions arise that it needs a secondary video, I will produce one and just answer all the questions at once. Good luck in your practice, and I hope you find an immense amount of benefits. Thank you for joining me.